We're about to begin our session. I've asked Commissioner Proud if he'd offer a prayer, and then we'll officially open our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Our dear gracious Heavenly Father, God, again, we just come to you with an attitude of gratitude. And I know we just have celebrated Thanksgiving, God, but we have so many things to be thankful for. And God, always, God, keep reminding us too that when things go bad, there's always somebody that has it worse. And we ask that today you guide, direct us as we go about, again, the business of this county. You be with our men and women of our military, who, especially those who are far away in harm's way. God, be with their families, comfort them, because it's so difficult during the holiday season, God, when your loved one is not able to be with you, especially those who, again, are deployed and in harm's way. So, God, just put your hedge of protection around them. And, God, just, again, thank you for giving us a gift of this great county. And as we know, the real reason for the season and your gift of your Son, Jesus Christ. In Jesus' name, for his sake, pray. Amen.
Amen. Could you join me in the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Our first item of business today, we'll hold off on and do introductions. Mr. Raybolt, we have people to be introduced.
Yes, sir, we do. I'll call them up by department, 2 different departments this morning, I believe. We have Lisa, CTC.
Good morning, Lisa Gatwood, Director at Clermont Transportation Connection, and I'd like to welcome John Benson. John is a full-time vehicle operator for CTC. He started on November the 23rd. He previously retired from Shredded Company in Cincinnati and also worked for Alpha Tours. He has 5 years bus driving experience and 10 years box truck driving experience, and he lives in Mount Carmel.
Okay.
We're glad to have him on board.
Yes, welcome to the team.
Thank you.
I say welcome.
Appreciate it very much. Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Judy.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Judy Eschman, Director of Job and Family Services, and it's my pleasure this morning to introduce 4 new members to our team. I'll start on the end. Melissa Bettner is an employment services consultant at our Ohio Means Job Center. She has a bachelor's degree from UC in criminal justice, and she's worked 13 years for Hamilton County's pretrial services under municipal court judges. She has a very different background.
Well, welcome to the bright side.
Clermont County.
That's right.
The next 3 ladies have all joined our public assistance division. They're all income maintenance workers 3 doing casework and public assistance. Ambia, next to Melissa, is Ambia Alsop. She has a bachelor's degree in psychology from Northern Kentucky University. She has 6 years experience in customer service, and she has previous experience doing casework from Hamilton County Job and Family Services.
Good.
So she's with us today.
Psych majors rock.
Daphne Reeves is also a caseworker in our public assistance division. She has a bachelor's degree in communications from Indiana University. She was recently employed with Easter Seals, working at Ohio Means Jobs. And prior to that, she worked for us at Ohio Means Jobs, so we have her back. So we're very glad for her to join our team again. And then Jessica Baker is also going to be a caseworker in our public assistance division. She has an associate's degree in human and social services from Southern State Community College. She's previously worked as a chemical dependency counselor assistant for FRS Counseling in Hillsborough. And she moved to Clermont in 2012, and she's a member of Solace Clermont. So we're very excited to have all 4 ladies join our team.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
If you join us in front of the dais here, we'll take a picture of the new employees and the Good to see you.
And again, second is
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. Glad you're on the team.
Okay. Next order of business is to get into the agenda and pay our bills. Resolution 172-15 in the amount of $6,503,307.02. That's 2 weeks' bills. So do we have a motion to adopt Resolution 172-15?
So moved.
I will second the motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Item 2. Hi, Connie.
Connie Tabor with the Department of Job and Family Services. Recommendation of Judy Eshman, Director of Department of Job and Family Services, with the concurrence of Stephen H. Rapel, County Administrator, to execute an extension of agreement which expires on the which exercises the second renewal option of the agreement by and between the County of Clermont, Ohio, and Speedway Prepaid Card LLC in Eon, Ohio, pursuant to Article 4 of the original agreement, which was previously ratified by the Board on April 16, 2014, for the purchase of 10,000 $10 prepaid fuel cards for use by customers of the Department of Job and Family Services who are in need of transportation assistance under the Non-Emergency Transportation Program, known as the NET program, as well as customers eligible under the TANF Assistance for Needy Families, the TANF program, and subsequently extended through an extension of agreement ratified by the Board of County Commissioners on December 10th of 2014, as well as amended on the first day of April 2015 through an amendment to the agreement to allow for the use of the prepaid fuel cards by food assistance employment training customers of the Department of Job and Family Services for a total amount not to exceed $97,000, which includes a 3% discount, with said extension of agreement effective for the period of January the 1st, 2016 through December 31st, 2016, with all of the terms and conditions set forth in the original agreement, extension of agreement, and the amendment to the agreement to remain in full force and effect, and contingent upon the issuance and receipt of the requisite purchase orders therefore.
Okay. We have a motion to execute the extension of the agreement for Job and Family Service for prepaid cards.
So moved.
Second the motion.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Connie, a couple of questions on that. Good. How many cards did we give out last year?
Same. 10,000.
Same amount we gave out all the cards?
Yes.
And then what is food assistance employment training?
I understand that those are customers under the public assistance, which they do not have any children in the system, so they can't get it through the NET program. So it's just another avenue for them to get that if they're single without children.
Okay, 'cause I've never heard of the food assistance employment.
There is a new mandate because the unemployment rate is so low that people who get food assistance have to do a work activity.
Oh,
This is an
gotcha.
opportunity to help them get
Gotcha.
to a work site to be able to do their hours in exchange to get the benefits.
Good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Recommendation of Judy Eshman, Director of the Department of Job and Family Services, with the concurrence of Stephen H. Rabel, County Administrator, to execute 6 purchase of service agreements by and between the County of Clermont, Ohio, and 6 providers for the provision of traditional foster care services, treatment foster care services, and therapeutic foster care services for children referred by the Department of Job and Family Services and/or Clermont County Juvenile Court at the rates as identified therein. And each of these 6 contracts are renewal contracts, effective for the period of January 1, 2016 through December 31st, 2016, pursuant to and compliance with the terms and conditions specified therein, and contingent upon the issuance and receipt of the purchase orders therefore. The first one is Beachbrook, Cleveland, Ohio, and that's for traditional and therapeutic foster care services. Presley Ridge, Cincinnati, Ohio, for treatment foster care. NECO Incorporated, Cincinnati, Ohio, for traditional and treatment foster care services. The Buckeye Ranch, Grove City, Ohio, for traditional treatment foster care services. Osterlin Services for Youth Incorporated, Springfield, Ohio, Traditional Treatment Foster Care Services, and Focus on Youth Incorporated, Westchester, Ohio, for both Traditional Treatment Foster Care Services.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve and execute the purchase of service agreements contained in item 3?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. And item 4?
Recommendation of Judy Eshman, Director of the Department of Job and Family Services, with the concurrence of Stephen H. Raybolt, County Administrator, to execute a 4D contract by and between the Department of Job and Family Services, Division of Child Support Enforcement, and the Clermont County Prosecuting Attorney, Batavia, Ohio, for the purchase of services relative to child support enforcement, including legal services on criminal non-support cases at the rate of $65.63 per unit hour, for a total not to exceed 300 units, for a total contract amount not to exceed $19,689.83, effective for the period of January 1, 2016 through December 31st, 2016, pursuant to and compliance with the terms and conditions specified therein and contingent upon the issuance and receipt of the requisite purchase orders therefore.
Okay, do we have a motion to execute the 4D contract that's contained in item 4?
I'll make the motion.
I will second that.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Item 5?
Hey, Lyle.
Good morning. I'm Lyle Bloom, Director with the Clermont County Water Resource Department. Item number 5 is a recommendation to authorize the release of the maintenance bond that provided surety for the installation of a sewer main extension to serve the following subdivision and to accept said sewer main extension into the county sewer system pursuant to the Clermont County Water Resource Department rules and regulations. And this is for the Willows Bend subdivision, section 2B in Miami Township.
Okay, do we have a motion to authorize the release of the maintenance bond and to accept said sewer main extension into the county system?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Item 6?
Item 6 is a recommendation to execute amendment number 1 to the contract for professional services between Clermont County and Falen Associates Incorporated, which is now known as Geotechnology Incorporated. This was previously ratified by the board on June 19, 2013, and subsequently extended on April 29, 2015 for the provision of geotechnical services for various water and sewer capital improvement projects located within Clermont County, and represents the name and address change of the consultant from Falen Associates Incorporated to Geotechnology Incorporated due to the acquisition thereof, and to assign the rights and obligations under the contract for professional services previously entered into by Falen Associates to Geotechnology Incorporated, with all other terms and conditions of the original contract for professional services and subsequent extensions of the contract to remain in full force and effect. So they changed their name, they were bought out.
When they change their name, we have to have an amendment. So do we have a motion to execute the amendment number 1 as contained in item 6?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Item 7?
Item 7 is a recommendation to award the bid for electrical maintenance and repair of water and wastewater treatment plants and appurtenances for Clermont County the Clermont County Water Resource Department pursuant to the specifications of Glenwood Electric Incorporated out of Walton, Kentucky, for the lowest and best bid received on October 22, 2015, and the estimated total annual amount of $84,840, effective February 6, 2016 through February 6, 2019, with the option to renew for an additional 1-year period upon the same terms and conditions, pursuant to and in compliance with the terms and conditions, and award of bid, and contingent upon the issuance and receipt of the required purchase orders. And this
Do we
is
have
a
a
3-year agreement.
Okay. Do we have a motion to award the bid for electrical maintenance and repairs contained in item 7?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Ubel? Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Item 8?
Thank you.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you. Mr. Rabel?
Item 8 is a recommendation of John Cascaden, Director, Department of Public Safety Services, with my concurrence to approve the request to extend the expiration date for disposition of bids received on 10/1/15 for maintenance and repair services related to generators and uninterruptible power supplies located at Clermont County Tower sites from Tuesday, December 1st until Monday, February 1st, 2016, to provide additional time to continue review and evaluation of bids.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the request to extend the expiration date as contained in item 8?
Make a motion for item 8.
Second.
Shubel,
Yes.
Mr. Proud,
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey,
Aye. Item 9.
Item 9 is a recommendation of Pat Monger, County Engineer, with my concurrence to execute record plat number 6292947 for the following subdivision located within Batavia Township. This is Lexington Run Champions Crossing Subdivision, Phase 4.
Okay, do we have a motion to execute the record plat as contained in item 9?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Proud,
Yay.
Mr. Hubel,
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey,
Aye. Item 10.
Item 10 is my recommendation to acknowledge the receipt of notifications from Pat Monger, County Engineer, on 11/19 and 11/24 of 2015 of his determination to close the following roads to through traffic, with the understanding that all advance warning detour signs will be erected and maintained accordingly. We have 3 roads. We've got Branch Hill Guinea Road, Anatoc Road, and Boot Jack Corner Road.
Okay, do we have a motion to acknowledge the receipt of notifications of road closures as contained in item 10?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second that.
Mr. Hubel,
Yes.
Mr. Proud,
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey,
Aye. Item 11.
Item 11 is a recommendation of Pat Monger, County Engineer, with my concurrence to execute a contract for services by and between the Board of County Commissioners and Bob Summerall Tire of Erlanger, Kentucky, for tire replacement and emergency tire repair on county equipment for the Clermont County Engineer in accordance with the scope of services as identified in Attachment A, attached thereto, made a part thereof, in the amount not to exceed $25,000, with said service to be completed within 365 days of the company's receipt of signed contract, and notice to proceed from the Clermont County Engineer. This is contingent upon the issuance and receipt of the requisite purchase orders.
Okay, do we have a motion to execute the contract for services as contained in item 11?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Proud,
Yay.
Mr. Hubel,
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey,
Aye. Item 12.
Hey, Bob.
Morning, Commissioners.
Sander?
Bob Sander, Human Resources. Item 12 is a recommendation of Tom Eigel, Assistant County Administrator, with the concurrence of Stephen H. Raybold, County Administrator, to execute an agreement by and between the Board of Clermont County Commissioners and Edward S. Dorsey and Wood and Lamping, LLP, Cincinnati, Ohio, for the provision of consulting services relative to labor management matters on an as-needed basis for the period of calendar year 2016 at the rate of $200 per hour for labor activities and $220 per hour for state federal proceedings, for a total amount not to exceed $55,000, inclusive of all costs and expenses during calendar year 2016, pursuant to and in compliance with the terms and conditions, and contingent upon the issuance and receipt of the requisite purchase orders. The rates have not changed in this as-needed basis contract.
Okay.
Good.
And I'll make a correction to your words, Clermont County. I heard Hamilton County, so so Clermont County and Mr. Edward Dorsey and Wood and Lamping. Do we have a motion to execute the agreement as contained in item 12?
I'll make a motion for item 12.
Second.
Mr. Hubel,
Yes.
Mr. Proud,
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey,
Aye. Item 13.
Item 13 is a recommendation of Thomas Eigel, Assistant County Administrator, with the concurrence of Stephen Raybold, County Administrator, to authorize Edwin H. Humphrey, President of the Board of County Commissioners, or in his absence, any other member of the Board of County Commissioners, to execute a service agreement by and between the County of Clermont, Ohio, and Bethesda Healthcare, Inc., doing business as TriHealth EAP, Cincinnati, Ohio, for the provision of the Employee Assistance Program and Work-Life Services for all eligible county employees and their covered dependents at the rate of $14.76 per covered employee per year, for an estimated annual amount of $19,483.20 based upon the current number of eligible employees, effective for the period 1/1/2016 through 12/31/2016, pursuant to and in compliance with the terms and conditions set forth, and contingent upon the issuance and receipt of the requisite purchase orders. Therefore, these rates, Commissioner, have not changed since 2008.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Bob, could you just go over the Employees Assistance Program and the work-life services as to what those benefits are?
Sure. These are free benefits to county employees that could involve alcohol or drug abuse, could involve referrals to legal services, to domestic issues, any issues really that are not covered through our medical expense plan. And through the program, employees can get 5 free visits. And then if it's a situation that requires more time, we will transition into the Humana health plan to take care of it.
So the legal aspects, if you needed assistance on your mortgage, would they work any kind of legal work?
Could be. They would give a referral of 3 to 5 attorneys that are specialized in the area of concern.
Mm-hmm.
So it's mental health and legal services primarily.
Yes.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Do we have a motion to execute the service agreement as contained in item 13?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Item 14? Thank you.
Thanks, Bob.
Item 14 is my recommendation to adopt resolution number 173-15, resolving to recognize programs for which county funds can be expended to purchase limited refreshments and to specify those activities are for a legitimate and necessary public purpose. Therefore, for calendar year 2016, as set forth in Exhibit A, attached thereto and made a part thereof, and to appropriate funds for the purchase of limited refreshments for same. This is the process, Commissioners, that we've done for a number of years now. Beginning of each year, each of the departments lay out the kinds of services and meetings that they like to fund under this resolution, and it is included in the table.
Okay. The one I see not on there is records management meetings.
They don't provide refreshments.
Okay, very good. So do we have a motion to adopt resolution 173-15?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Item 15?
Item 15 is my recommendation to adopt resolution number 174-15, resolving to request a county auditor to certify to the Board of County Commissioners the total current tax valuation of the county and a dollar amount of revenue that would be generated by the replacement of 2 existing levies, a 4/10 mill levy and a 1 mill levy, with a replacement tax levy in the amount of 1 4/10 mills for each $1 of valuation, which amounts to 14 cents per $100 valuation for a continuing period of time thereafter to be placed on the 2016 tax duplicate for the first collection in 2017 for the County Developmental Disabilities Program in as it relates to the submission of the question of the tax to the electorate of Clermont County at the primary election to be held Tuesday, March 15th, pursuant to section 5705.222 and in compliance with section 5705.03 of the Ohio Revised Code.
Do we have a motion to adopt the resolution 174-15?
We're glad to make that motion.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Item 16?
At least we've got somebody from CCD. Anything you want to say?
No, I'm just representing our superintendent who is in Columbus today.
Okay.
So thank you very
Thanks
much.
for being here with us.
Thank you.
Item 16?
Item 16 is a request from various departments to approve maintenance agreements with various vendors for the provision of maintenance on the following equipment with the rates and terms outlined. The Clermont County Common Pleas Court for Advantage Software out of Stuart, Florida for computer-aided transcription program of $599.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the maintenance agreement as contained in item 16?
So moved.
Second the motion.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Next is financial and budgetary actions. There's a bunch of them, so Suki, if there's something you want to point out specifically, otherwise we'll go with the
I'll give you a
agenda.
quick summary of the ones that we're recommending you approve this week. There will be some for the next couple of weeks also as certain departments wrap up their final analysis. Most of these are $0 transfers, even in the supplementals. You will notice in juvenile court, juvenile detention, juvenile probation, an increase in the general fund appropriation. That's to do the one-time, they're doing vacation buyouts similar to what the sheriff does. So we get that liability off the books, and they don't make that call until the end of the year when the people decide whether they're going to do that. Municipal court probation areas, those are increases also in their outside funds, the funds outside of general. They have people that they shuffle between funds,
and we always have to, at the end of the year, figure out what the final amounts are going to be based on what, which varies from what they estimate at the beginning of the year.
Reconcile.
Yep. There is a large one in felony delinquent care and custody, which is our reclaim program. They're anticipating some additional contracts this year. You'll see an $80,000 increase down there. And they also have some vacation buyout with those people in that, and a large change in fringe selections. The rest of them all net to zero. Their adjustments in the budget transfers, they're all mostly for salary and fringe adjustments, as well as just a few other expenses. Mediation is a $3 one to close out that fund. We're going to move that balance and appropriate it down in other expenses so we can use it. And juvenile detention is for some final costs. They're actually up in the number of kids in custody in detention, so they've got some added expenses that they've got to cover. And finally, our cash advance is a repayment of an advance from the Beller Becker Farm Project to the Park District General Fund, $16,000. That was originally advanced to that capital fund in April of 2013.
Okay. Now, when you say the net to zero, meaning these are funds in a balance or a balance in a fund, and you're zeroing it out by the end of the year.
They're in a different. The mediation one.
Well, for example.
Well, mediation is to close out the fund. The ones that net to zero in the supplemental, we're just moving it from one budget group to another. So it's really no impact on the total, even though we call it a supplemental. It's more like a budget transfer, but it affects multiple budget areas. Obviously, all the budget transfers are a net of zero. It's just moving it from one budget group to another.
Okay. And the details are contained in our agenda and will be in the minutes of the meeting for people to peruse at their leisure. Do we have a motion to approve the financial and budgetary actions as contained in item 17?
Second motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Hubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Good summary.
Thank you. Training and travel, item 18.
We have Clermont County Court of Common Pleas, Domestic Relations Division, Marfini, 2 days, Columbus, Ohio. Ohio Associated Magistrates Annual Think Tank Planning Meeting, estimated to exceed 0. Winslow Johnson, 1 day, Columbus, Ohio, Supreme Court Domestic Relations Roundtable, estimated not to exceed $77.05. Kay Heil, 1 day, Columbus, Ohio, Supreme Court Mediation Roundtable, estimated not to exceed $125.75. County Sheriffs have an undercover agent, 3 days in Perrysville, the Ohio Task Force Commanders Winter Conference, estimated not to exceed $311. County Engineer Pat Monger and Craig Stevenson, 2 days, Columbus, Ohio, for the County Commissioners Association of Ohio and County Engineers Association of Ohio Annual Winter Conference, not to exceed $1,299.16. Clermont County Water Resources Department, Brett Fisher, up to 18 months for completion. Batavia, Ohio, for Operator Training Committee of Ohio, Basic Wastewater Treatment Correspondence Training Course, not to exceed $560. And Mark Day, 3 days, Columbus, Ohio, for the Operator Training Committee of Ohio, Procrastinators Workshop, estimated not to exceed $674. Department of Job and Family Services, Nicole McClure, 2 days, Reynoldsburg, Ohio, Supreme Court of Ohio Statewide System Reform Project, not to exceed $120. And Judy Eschman, 1 day, Cincinnati, Ohio, for the Clermont Chamber of Commerce 2015 Legislative Breakfast, not to exceed $25. Board of County Commissioners, Steve Raybold, Tom Eigel, 1 day, Cincinnati, Ohio, for the Clermont Chamber of Commerce 2015 Legislative Breakfast, not to exceed $50.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the training and travel as contained in item 18?
I'll make the motion for item 18.
I will second that.
Mr. Hubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Item 19, personnel actions.
The Department of Job and Family Services, Jeffrey Connor, Systems Analyst 2, termination and retirement effective 2/29. Curtis Henkert, Income Maintenance Worker 4, step increase effective 11/16. Kelly Tudor, Income Maintenance Worker 4, step increase effective 11/16. Department of Public Safety Services, Daniel Casey, Emergency Resource Technician, step increase effective 12/11. And Jessica Wiederhold, Emergency Resource Technician, step increase effective 12/05. Information Systems Department, Casey Scott, Systems Analyst 1, termination resignation effective 11/20. And David Specht, part-time ERT dispatch, termination resignation effective 11/18. Water Resources Department, Christopher Kennedy, WSD Maintenance Tech, termination resignation effective 11/12. And Anthony Meek, WSD Operator 1, termination disability separation effective 10/14. 14, 2015.
Do we have a motion to approve the personnel actions as contained in item 19?
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Shubel?
Yes.
Humphrey?
Aye. We have a need for executive session. It appears we have a need for executive session pursuant to Section 121.22G1 of the Ohio Revised Code to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, and/or compensation of one or more public employees. Do we have a motion to go into executive session under that section of the law?
I'll make a motion for executive session.
I'll second.
Shubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. We'll be in executive session for a brief time and back in a little bit. We're back from executive session. No decisions were made, and we have the minutes that were prepared for us. I think we've had a chance to look those over. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes as prepared?
I'll make the motion.
I will second that.
Shubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I'll second that.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Shubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. That concludes our business for today. Thanks for joining us, and God bless.